Hi guys, I'm MightyBalls. Today's replay is regarding the Cromwell B. I had an immense game only a couple of weeks ago, and I'd like to show how that game went. Basically it was 4,200 damage and 1,700 base XP. It was quite an extreme carry regarding damage wise and positional play. Without myself getting in those positions, I don't believe we would have won the game, because their team was flanking and overwhelming our team. I'm going to show you how the game went and why it went that way. I'm going to hopefully show you my thought of thinking about getting in those positions, and hopefully help you guys learn something new, or if I can't teach you something, I hope to bring some entertainment. So let's go on with the game. So this is an encounter battle. I see the teams are pretty even. Our team are a little bit better, thanks to myself and Frankie99, the Rudy. Anyway, this is an encounter, so you've got a little bit of time before you're going to see the tanks. But I go to this position at the beginning in case you get any Russian scouts coming down through the city to do a suicide run, which you get in lower levels like the Cromwell. I sit here for a while, hopefully thinking if I can get anyone around the field I can snipe at, or a Russian scout, not a Russian scout, or even some heavies who feel a bit brave because they think they're top tier or something. So an ARL 44 is spotted, but there's nothing you can do from that, so it's not even in render range. M4 is below the ridge lines and the wall, so he's no longer going to be a threat, or is not a threat, shall I say, not Right, a VK shows itself doing a suicide run. I expected that a lot sooner than it actually appeared, so at least he didn't do a complete mess up. A KV-85 comes. I was going to shoot him instead of the T-49, is it? T-34 came. I shoot a couple more at the KV, I bounce, and then I start loading APCR. Make sure I don't bounce anymore, because after all, it's not a guaranteed pen with a Cromwell to penetrate KV-85. When you're getting shot at, guys, and it happens more than once, move. Don't do what some of these guys are doing, where, for instance, that KV-85, he got shot 4 times before he decided, I'd best move, I might die here. If you're getting shot at, move. Chances are you're going to get shot at multiple times, and you're just going to lose your health pool for no reason. Right, the VK28A1 decides to YOLO. He's had enough of the game, obviously, so I decided to put a few into him and to make sure that he's no longer in the game, which he doesn't want. I do a miracle bounce there on the VK, which is quite nice to see on a Cromwell, because you rarely ever get that. The Rudy on their team decides he wants to do a pot shot at me. So now at this point I'm thinking the only danger I've got is them on the right. I've got enough people out there, so I'm going to go inside a little bit, see if I can put a bit of pressure and to spot maybe a couple of people who haven't been spotted yet. So the M4's decided to make a move, so I just take a quick glance and see that I can shoot him, so I put one into him and pull back. He's taken out by the Chaffee, which is oh no, it was the Bishop. I do tell a lie. Good shot by the Bishop. Now I see the Leopard, I think I'm going to get him, and then suddenly I spot myself an ARL. I remember thinking at this point, I'll shoot APCR in a minute, and I look down and I've got only 3 or 4 shells left. I forgot to change from APCR back to standard, which was a bad move. Guys, don't do that. It's going to cost you a fortune. Luckily, I'm in a premium tank and it's not going to hit me so much. But anyway, I fire one more shot, which pens, and then rather than firing standard ammunition, I feel HE is going to be more beneficial to getting into him. So I switch over to HE in a second. There you go. And I think a couple of shots into him just to get some damage, maybe break a few modules to take him out of the game. He gets taken out by our artillery again, which is another good shot. Took him a while, but a good shot. Now I've got HE loaded. I haven't bothered changing it because the leopard has really weak armor. So I shoot one. Unluckily, I didn't penetrate. Shoot the second one, 157 damage, and kill him. Right, my thoughts now are I'm going to flank round and I'm going to kill that SU-152 who's putting pressure on my platoon mate, Mr. T. Anderson. Some pretty funky driving there, which slows me down, and Mr. T saying please hurry, I'm going to die, but in not so nice terms. So I do a quite amateuristic thing here. I put him on auto aim and I bounce my first one and I bounce my second, so then I take it off auto and shoot. Now doing that amateuristic lazy thing, it just cost me 329 health with the artillery and the T20. But anyway, I focus on Churchill 7. I shoot him a couple of times in the turret. Now realising there's no way that I'm going to penetrate him, angled and facing me on this turret. So I tell Mr. T, don't be silly, don't poke out, you're only going to get shot and killed, you're on 3% health. I'll go and flank him, just take it easy. So I'll make my way around. Mr. T. Anderson, on my way to go round, gets an absolutely unlucky shot and dies from the artillery. The Chaffee's running in, I think I'll help him, he's on 8% health. Artillery only have to splash, so I take out one artillery, I focus on another one, I miss him, but then I think, right, I'm going to get this one, let the Chaffee have his glory with the artillery. So I take one out, and then the Chaffee finally takes his out. Now we're down to 2 artillery, a light tank and myself against the A43, Churchill 7 and the T20. On normal terms, I would say they're going to win, because they've got more hit points, more DPM and more movability than we have. Even though we've got a Cromwell and a Chaffee, we have 2 artillery who are static at best, especially at this level. But anyway, I see the Churchill. I put a couple of nice shots in, which the Churchill decides I'm going to have a bit of that. I put one in, pull back. The accuracy on that tank is just amazing, he never seemed to have missed there. Right, my focus is on the T20 now. I spot him, he's running away, I decide to give chase. The Chaffee goes after the A43, which well played to him, he's had a pretty good game, the Chaffee, and so have the artillery. So I'll give chase. I've got to make sure that I'm not spotted, or he's not cresting that hill to kill me as I come over, because I'm more or less a one shot. So I poke, see him, I put one into him, I track him, luckily I track him, I quickly dip back down because I don't want to get hit by that gun will one shot me. So I now use the ridge line, pull up gently, shoot, pull back. He's shot. I know I've got 3 shots now before he can take his second shot. So I'll put 1, 2, 3. I realise he's just trying to make it to the end to get safe, but unlucky for him, it's that little bit too far. So I finished that game with 3,981 damage. That is visible. So let's go and see what it really was. Let's go over to the results. So as you can see, 4,132 damage. I hit quite a lot of tanks. Sometimes, I mean, look at that, 10 times on that ARL. I got a Confederate medal, which is at least 6 enemy vehicles. And I got a high caliber, cause the highest amount of damage per battle. It's got to be at least 20% of your overall hit points. Moving on to the team score. Experience by far greater than most of our team. Quite a lot. of difference between me and the Chaffee. Totally rollback game. Damage wise, I was 4 times higher than the next component. Go over to the details. I made 27,912 credits with premium, purely because of that mistake of firing nothing but APCR halfway through the game. If you like this replay, please like and subscribe. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of entertainment, and if not a bit of entertainment, hopefully I taught you a little bit of the basics regarding World of Tanks. I'll see you next time. Thanks.